Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. You know, every NBA offseason has its fair share of trades and draft picks, right? But some summers completely rewrite the future of the league. And that chaotic 2026 summer, yeah, it was absolutely one of them. We literally saw superstars changing zip codes left and right, dynasties being rebuilt from the studs, and absolute legends reaching the final crossroads of their careers. The balance of power didn't just shift here, it completely shattered. So let's get into exactly how the entire landscape of basketball was fundamentally transformed.
Okay, let's dive into this with a massive 360-degree view of all these crazy shifts. We're going to cover the Giannis earthquake, LeBron's final decision, the Lakers' shiny new crown, the rise of the incredible 2026 rookies, and finally, we'll figure out who actually won this historic offseason.
Starting off with number 1, the Giannis earthquake.
For years, Giannis Antetokounmpo was the absolute ultimate symbol of loyalty in the NBA. I mean, he was drafted by Milwaukee, grew into a multi-time MVP, and delivered that unforgettable championship back in 2021, their first in 50 years. He was the literal identity of that city. But look, in today's intense championship-robust league, even the most loyal superstars eventually have to look around the locker room and ask themselves, is this team actually still capable of winning it all? And when Giannis had to confront the harsh reality of Milwaukee's aging supporting cast and a championship window that was slamming shut, well, the answer was a pretty brutal reality check.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how crazy things get. When a true generational talent like the Greek Freak actually changes jerseys, the old hierarchy, it just evaporates. Just like that. Overnight, Milwaukee went from being an entrenched, perennial contender in the East to, well, completely starting over. Meanwhile, his new team instantly becomes the undeniable, heavy championship favorite. It's wild. The entire conference power structure shifted the exact second the ink dried on that deal.
So, that leaves Milwaukee staring down this devastating question. How do you replace the face of your franchise? Truth is, you don't. You basically have to rebuild your entire identity from scratch. But hey, the pressure doesn't just sit with the Bucks anymore. With Giannis on a totally new roster, there are absolutely zero excuses left. Those massive expectations, they packed their bags and traveled right along with him. For his new squad, it is officially championship or failure, plain and simple.
Moving right along to part 2, LeBron's final decision.
For more than 2 decades, every decision he made changed the league. Think about that for a second. We all know LeBron James has essentially been the sun that the entire NBA universe revolves around, right? From Cleveland to Miami, back to the Cavs, and out to LA. But 2026 feels fundamentally different. The question this time isn't just about where he goes next, it's really about how much longer he actually wants to keep pulling the strings and controlling the future of basketball.
So, the crucial point is that he's staring down these drastically diverging paths. Let's break them down. Does he stay and try to finish what he started in LA? Does he ring chase one last time to pad that already legendary resume? Or maybe, he returns to a familiar situation to close the loop. There's even the option of playing alongside this next generation of younger stars. Ultimately, this final decision isn't about regular season wins anymore. It is entirely about how he wants to cement his ultimate legacy.
Which brings us to number 3, the Lakers' new crown.
Let's move to and see how this builds. Because look, the Lakers don't just chase greatness, they manufacture dynasties. Their lineage is just staggering. They pass the baton from one era-defining talent right to the next. You've got the Magic era, the Kobe era, the LeBron era. And now, the torch is officially passed to the Luka era. You can practically feel the immense, suffocating expectations dropping squarely onto Luka Doncic's shoulders as he steps into the spotlight of the league's most demanding franchise.
Because in Los Angeles, success equals championships, period. A deep playoff run is simply not enough. The pressure inside that arena is entirely unmatched. It really begs the question, can Luka actually lead them to the absolute top against that brutal, grueling competition in the Western Conference? And can the front office even build the right roster around him? Because let's be real, great seasons do not hang banners in LA, only rings do.
All right, shifting gears and ramping the energy back up for number 4, Rise of the 2026 Rookies.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how cleanly we can see the sheer game-changing potential of these guys. This rookie class isn't just looking for roster spots, they are literally coming for the throne. First up, you have AJ Debonsa bringing elite scoring and just unbelievable physical tools. We are talking pure, franchise-changing expectations here. Then there's Darren Peterson, an absolute shot creation machine, who is carrying immediate superstar hype right out of the gate. And of course, Cameron Boozer, bringing that incredibly high basketball IQ and polish while dealing with the immense pressure of carrying his father's famous namesake. The future of the NBA is officially here, and these guys are completely ready to take over.
And finally, Section 5. Who won the offseason?
When the dust finally settles on all this chaos, the true victors really fall into 3 specific camps. First, the championship contenders. These are the teams that went all in, secured their missing superstar talent, and fundamentally altered their ceiling. Then you have the young teams, franchises that smartly built around their youth and future stars instead of getting caught in those crazy bidding wars. And lastly, the smart front offices, the executives who played 4D chess and made preemptive moves before the market even shifted. It just goes to show how a single trade or signing can instantly redefine a franchise's entire reality.
The future of basketball has arrived. And wow, the NBA has never been more unpredictable. The guard hasn't just changed, it's been completely rewritten. We've got new teams, rising stars, and living legends all colliding in this totally unrecognizable landscape. The board is set, and the pieces have absolutely moved. So, who's actually going to survive all this chaos and claim the new NBA? Something to think about, right? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and we will definitely catch you next time.